Okay, so today on Handshake Tips, we're going to talk about updating your profile and the importance of updating your profile on Handshake. So you've gone to UT Tyler, joinhandshake.com, and you've logged on with your Patriot email and your password. You're going to go over here to your initials, click on there, click on My Profile, and you're going to update this area. A few things about the top portion of this area. You can click on the little pencil, make sure that your name's in there correct in your school year. Add a good headshot of yourself because employers can see that, and that's always a great idea to do that where you can. We don't recommend it be done for a resume, but yes, definitely on your Handshake profile. Save that information. My journey. What are you passionate about? What are you looking for on Handshake? What are your experiences or skills? This is a section where you can basically put your elevator pitch. Your elevator pitch is your 30 to 60-second commercial about yourself and what you're interested in and or what you've got experience in. If you would like to get a few tips on that, you can go to the question and answer section in Handshake. It's got some really good information and you can simply click on that. There are a lot of articles about your elevator pitch. The first one, why is it so hard to nail my pitch for career fairs? You may want to take a look at that. Fall career fairs are coming up, and you need to know how to deliver your elevator pitch, be it virtually in a chat room or face-to-face in a chat with someone. There's 26 answers to that question. There's a pitch down here that I kind of liked. I liked how she answered this question. How did you craft your elevator pitch using your experience at CDW, which is an information technology company? And she simply said, I use it. I'm still in school. I have a passion for sales. I have experience in IT sales from the wonderful internship at CDW, who partners with over 1,400 companies that create the right IT solution for each individual customer. That's a great pitch. All right. If she wants to go to work for CDW full time or another information technology company, she's just, well, she's answered this question. I would take her information here and make it applicable, obviously, to yourself and your own experiences. Use full sentences, use correct punctuation, try to avoid run-ons and fragments. But yeah, there's a good way to answer that particular question as far as what your personal journey is as it relates to your elevator pitch. Education. Make sure that you've got the right college assigned to yourself. Again, we're doing automatic updates now in Handshake as students and alumni enroll in classes at UT Tyler. But if this information is not correct or if it's not there, especially if it's not there, if your college is not listed here, you definitely need to come down here and make sure that you add which college that you are in and make sure it's correct. If you've changed your major and it changed you from one college to another at UT Tyler, make sure that your college is correct, because that's how you make an appointment with your career success coach for resume reviews, for mock interviews, to work on your elevator pitch, for career assessments, or anything else that you need for a job search in Handshake. So make sure that your college is assigned to you. Eventually, when you get your profile completely updated, you want to make it visible. You want to make things visible to your employer. GPA, yes or no. You can make that visible if you want to. It's not a make it or break it item, but you can make it visible. Okay, so right now, if an employer was to come and look at my profile, So from an employer viewpoint, this is all they see. They have no idea. All they know is that I'm associated with the Souls College of Business. So it's very important that you update your profile, because we have multiplied thousands of employers who peruse this site on a regular basis for qualified candidates. And I have had multiple students come to me and say that they were glad I asked them to update their profile, because employers have contacted them and asked them to interview for positions that they've had. The quickest way to get your work experience into Handshake is to have a good resume, and you can meet with your career success coach in whatever college you're in to make that happen, and then upload that resume onto Handshake. I'm going to use an example that I use on a regular basis to in a resume review with students, because it's a good resume that was sent to us by a top-level recruiter. Handshake will take that and they will convert that document. So give it a minute to convert, and then your resume will pop up, okay, in here. And what you're going to say then is you're going to ask Handshake to build your profile from that resume. So click on Build Profile from Resume, and then it will begin to upload that information. You have to go in and approve it. Again, this is not my personal information, but I'm using this resume as an example. So I'm going to approve my colleges, and then this also gives you another chance to edit your bullet points here. If you happen to pick up on a typo that you didn't see in your resume before, just click on the pencil and go in there and edit your resume, and then you can approve the different jobs that you've had, the different experiences that are included on your resume. Okay, so just that simple act has taken my profile completion from 15 to 35% complete there. Then I can add my organizations and I can add my skills as well. So going and looking now at what the employer sees, they can basically see my work experience here at a glance. I'm going to go back and fill in my volunteer experience, but at a minimum, that employer can go in and look and see where I've been and what I've been doing and my experience as it relates, hopefully, to the job posting that I'm going for. Okay. The other thing I wanted to point out was the skills section. This takes skills from, a couple of them are duplicated. You can clean this up. This takes skills from your resume and puts them in this section so employers can see them. One of the important things about the skills section is applicant tracking systems, ATS systems. They are looking to match the skills that are listed, skills and keywords listed in that job posting against your resume. So it's important to have some good ones in here that are relatable to the job posting. And also there's some suggested skills down here that you can add as well. If you don't see one and it's mentioned in the job posting, let's say detail oriented. I don't see it in this list, so I'm going to add that, okay? And then it becomes a skill that is added to my resume and to my profile. And then you can add these skills also. Customer service. If you've got experience in data analysis, add whatever skills are listed there, but maybe not on your resume. Make sure that you go and put the information about organizations and extracurriculars that you are involved with. Companies want to hire good citizens, and chances are in a panel of interviewers, you may have had the same community involvement You may have had the same experience within an organization that somebody on a hiring panel has done. You can put relevant coursework, particularly if you're freshmen and sophomores and you don't have a lot of work experience. You can add your relevant coursework towards that internship or job posting that you want to go for. Projects, I've instructed a lot of students to include their projects. And if you notice, even in the resume portion here, this particular student, they were a TA and they talked about their projects here. That's interesting and quite relevant as far as work experience and project experience goes. So there is just some good information about adding your information on Handshake. When you go down here and click on Manage Documents, make sure then, because when that resume, when they click on your profile and they see your resume at a glance, you want to make sure that it's visible, and you want to make sure then that they would be able to click on it and download that document, because that employer, that recruiter, whomever, can download that document and put that in their stack of come back and read resumes or pass along to the hiring manager, and hopefully get you a call for a job opportunity or an interview with them for a job opportunity. And that's what it's all about. So be sure and make sure that your profile gets completely filled out on Handshake with as much information as they're asking for. Make it visible to the employers, and then the employer can see your resume at a glance and give you that call. Whereas if someone else doesn't have their profile filled out, you may be the one that gets the call over someone else. Thank you and have a great semester.